Trick or treat. Looks like a pretty scary place, right? It's actually unbelievable place. Now, have you ever wanted to live in a massive historical mansion surrounded by all kinds of tropical plants and palm trees, and you thought you could never afford it? I'm telling you, I found you a place right here. I'm with my buddy here, Michael Davis. He's a architect. What kind of architecture you do? Residential, commercial,
yeah.
residential, right on. So Michael decided to buy this place some years back, actually many years back in the 90s, right?
Yeah, early 90s.
And it was converted into, okay, so tell us the original story a little bit.
So this was originally 14,000 square feet, built in 1885 by John J. Valentine. He was a stagecoach driver for Wells Fargo. He was the Gold Rush president. He started taking stagecoaches over in about 1860. By 15 years later, he was president of the bank. So he's their Gold Rush president.
That's like you're saying, if I could just keep doing deliveries and planting palm trees, eventually I'll be president of Golden Gate Palms.
Of your own hair club.
Sooner or later. Well, that's awesome. Well, we're going to take a garden tour here.
Yeah.
And so the crux of the story is that Michael actually has vacancies. How many places?
I've got a studio, two studios coming up, and a one-bedroom.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick garden tour and a quick tour of Michael's vacancies. And now you'll know when you want to stay in a place in Oakland and you can't afford a real mansion yourself, you can live at Michael's house. You guys could have happy hour together right here. So look at this. So now you just recently redid this original gate here.
Yep.
That looks like right out of Nightmare on Elm Street. That is so pretty. Look at this. It's so cool. You had to put some new welds on. It's great that it's still here though. So now what was the year again on this house?
So built in 1885.
Wow.
Sold in 1910. The first developer tried to burn it down. He tried 3 times. Incendiary plot to burn Wells Fargo mansion.
Oh my goodness.
This guy donated the local fire department, and they loved him, and they put the fire out 3 times in a row.
Wow.
And he managed to burn off a good chunk of the 3rd floor. So in 1915 or so thereabouts, it was turned into units, 11 units back. It was a white elephant back then.
Nice.
14,000 square feet into 11 units.
And you've got some giant black acacias in here that are providing this forested effect.
The bane
and
of my existence.
You were nice enough to
To leave them.
So Michael just redid this whole walkway here, and perfect for skateboard. If you're a skateboarder, you could move in. But he was nice enough to leave these trees here and make an interesting little bump out for them.
Exactly.
And you can see we've got what amounts to pasture land in here, the easiest way to have some ground cover. And these are all beautiful subtropical plants. You've got a tree aloe over there, fishtail palms right there. That's the beautiful fishtail with
Caryota gigas on the back.
Caryota gigas right over there. That's a big giant fishtail.
Nice big one here.
Beautiful bootia over there.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Some nice king palms, roses, and a real spacious property. How much area on the land here?
It's 2/3 of an acre.
Oh wow, that's a lot of area for.
This was for urban. It's a big piece of property. It was the entire block. This is where you got the bigger mansions. Got the had the big estates.
You've got Chilean wine palm here, growing up and looking sexy, and of course you're collecting all kinds of artifacts from all over the place to incorporate in here. Yeah, beautiful pineapple. You can cut. Is that the happy hour spot right there?
That's the happy hour spot.
All right. I guess I came too late.
Barbecues on the other side.
All right. Now take a look at this. This is like probably the showstopper of the moment here. This is Camandoria benzii from Central America. Really beautiful Camandoria bamboo palm. They call it a bamboo palm because the trunk itself down here gets these rings in this green trunk, and it looks like there's my big ugly arm. There's the bamboo palm right in there. That looks really nice. So you've got more king palms. Got a lady palm in there. We're gonna go take. What's the best way to look at the unit over here?
Yeah, let's come from the side.
And look at the monstera. So basically, you get to live in a jungle if you get to live here, and giant oaks. Why do you have oaks here, Michael?
This is one of the few original things to the property. So This was probably here when it was built.
Wait. Well, then why are there oaks here, Michael?
Essentially, his passion was the Sierras, so he did all indigenous local. There was a big pile of serpentine rocks here. There was agave All the things he would see in
Michael,
the
why are there oaks here?
Because this is Oakland.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
I gotcha.
Right.
But he loved indigenous.
All right. No,
I'm from Hawaii, so that's why you see.
yeah, so now you have the mixture of the indigenous.
Yeah.
And so there's another party pad out here.
This was the library.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of the men's smoking room, I guess. That's the
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe.
Woo! You want to get high? This is how you get high.
Yep.
Woo! It only lasts for a couple seconds, but it's amazing. That's Brugmansia right there. That's the angel trumpet. Did you know, Michael, that
you can make tea out of this.
That will really get you high? Yeah. Apparently,
one of my tenants told me he made tea out of it, and he was out of his tree for 3 days.
Really? Well, they say if you get the wrong dose, you just die.
You just die, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to get the right dose.
The Indians used to make tea out of it.
I've never tried to play Russian roulette with that flower.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now here is another guy here. This is a cordyline stricta, really beautiful plant. It's I believe it's native down to New Zealand, and it's growing kind of all over the place here. It's bending over. It's getting really big. A bending queen palm shooting up into the sky, and so let's go take a tour of what we got in the inside here.
Yeah, this unit has a private entrance, which is kind of cool.
Private entrance. They'll never know you're coming if you have the private entrance. You can bring home anybody you want. No one will know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works.
All right. So we still have a little cleanup to do and all that. So you got to use your imagination just a little bit.
Yeah.
Each of these units has a kitchen.
Yep.
Is that what I'm told?
It is.
Yeah. And we got the cool bathroom in here.
Yeah.
Look at this stained glass. You have to be into eclectic living. Now, is that original?
No, I put that there.
You put that there. There are some originals there, right?
But this Australian lacewood, this all came from Australia around the Cape.
In
Around the
1885.
This was added on in 1895. This unit.
Wow.
But this is all lacewood that came around the Cape in a frigate.
That's sweet.
This was all covered over with sheetrock when I got it.
You could have your seances in here.
Yeah.
So this is all part of this unit. Now, what are we talking about for the cost of one of these units?
This unit is 20. This room is 25 by 17.
Okay.
That says our own fireside in Gaelic.
Oh, what does it say?
Our aim is our own in Gaelic.
Ah, look at that.
Our own fireplace.
I should have.
And one of the working fireplaces in the unit.
That is really fantastic. The woodwork here, obviously the woodwork back in the day, you can't afford to do this anymore.
No, this was all milled on site.
And look at these.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you did a Victorian this big, it wasn't done on a catalog. This was all hand milled on site.
That's
all the details, all the carvings.
So I guess when you're an architect, you see this stuff and you just you can't not get it because it's so amazing. You know how hard it would be. It's impossible to build these houses.
There's nothing like this. Everything else that I've seen in the area is all done from catalog.
Wow.
So, and much not the grade of art. This is balloon framing, so the framing goes from the first floor all the way to the ceiling.
Okay.
I mean, all the way to the third floor. It's all one continuous beam.
Okay.
You can't get lumber like that anymore. It just doesn't exist.
Now, are you including the roosters? That's a big.
Sure.
Okay. That's part of the deal.
It can be yours.
All right. Let's keep rolling then.
So we'll head out into the hall. Kind of coming backwards, but you'll see the public space.
Look at this staircase that goes up. I mean, they don't build them like that anymore. But look at this. We call this a foyer.
Yeah.
Look at the foyer. Look at this. And got a really cool.
9 different species of woods.
That's the chandelier that starts to shake sometimes in the middle of the night for inexplicable reasons.
Because of the balloon framing, I've come out. I've woken up in the middle of the night with chandeliers touching the ceiling on both sides of the building.
Ah.
This has been through 2 earthquakes, 1906.
No, I'm talking about ghosts.
Yeah, well, no,
are there ghosts here?
No, all the ghost people have come through and said there aren't any ghosts here.
There's no ghosts?
No.
You're ghost free?
Yeah, I've had ghosts.
Are you certified to be ghost free?
I didn't get a stamp, but...
Okay. Some people are afraid of ghosts. Some people like them, but I'm afraid.
I'm not very tuned into that, but
all right.
People that are have told me.
Okay, well, what next? You take us to where we should go.
Head up to another unit.
All right, let's check it out.
You know what? Let's do this unit.
Yeah, let's do this one. All right. Oh, wait. There's a crack in the mirror. You got to get rid of that, man. In an old house like this, that could only mean bad things.
This is a 1-bedroom unit.
1-bedroom unit. Okay. It's beautiful, beautiful hardwood floors. And you have another is that a working fireplace?
That is.
That's a very little one.
Yeah, these were made for coal.
Oh, for coal.
Yeah.
So I can dig coal up in the hills and bring it down here.
Much.
Yeah.
There's a very messy kitchen in here, but you get the idea.
Well, you get the idea. We'll have it all cleaned up for you once you move in. He's got a lot of projects going on. Come on, give the guy a break.
This
He's trying.
comes with a washer dryer as well. Right
Oh, okay.
Here.
And you've got the garden tropical view of all the palms.
Yep, that looks out onto Koi Pond.
On the Koi Pond, right?
Yeah, and it comes with the deck.
Yeah, it comes with a deck.
Which is kind of a nice...
And a Buddha head.
And a Buddha.
And a Buddha head that had a bad day with a sniper.
There's your other Christia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one right here. It's right in front. You see the difference?
Oh, look at the little baby Christia. Another black acacia right there.
Yeah, we just did some paintings. So there are ladders and stuff everywhere.
I just love all the artifacts, though. Everywhere you look.
Yep.
They're everywhere. So.
If you want to, we can walk back and see the Koi Pond. That's kind of fun.
Okay. Now, of course, if Michael runs out of capacity here, he actually has a couple other properties, if you can believe it or not. Yeah, thank goodness a guy like you got a hold of this place.
Yeah, the offer behind me was going to scrape the building and put up 50 units.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
Total loss.
Yeah, loss of history.
Loss of history. And everywhere you look, you're going to see, my exposure. Something's wrong with my exposure, boy. We need to fix that. I think it got stuck or something. But let's go and walk around here. Here are the Chiricia trees that
The replacements.
that Michael got. Yeah. Now, this is the largest thorn I've ever seen. And as you'll notice, there are two sold tags on this tree. One of them says Gary, Gary. If you look really closely there. And the other one says Michael. And somehow my employees decided to sell it to him, unbeknownst to me. And I'm such a nice guy that I'm going to let him have it. So I did help myself to some fruit, some loquats up there, and they're right there. I'm going to get some more here. So yeah, well, that's a pretty fantastic place.
So it comes with parking. This is
not just parking; it comes with cobblestone parking. The best of all.
So 150 feet from the street in either direction. So two street addresses.
Okay, look at that. That's a pretty amazing thing. Palm trees everywhere, of course. And so you get to live in paradise. Oh, wait, there's one more thing we need to see. And that is inside over here. And you see, there's just a million really cool things everywhere you go. All these beautiful bromeliads.
This is a 1,000-year-old Turkish bath on the left.
1,000-year-old Turkish bath. Look at that.
Our little koi pond in the back, and there's our little koi hide in there.
Oh, yeah. But the thing we need to see to prove that this was the president of Wells Fargo is these are original wanted signs right there.
Yeah, and here's the original owner, Valentine. J.J. Valentine.
That's the guy. This is the guy's house you're living in here if you move in. J. Valentine. General Superintendent, it looks like. And,
1875. So
1875. So he built this place 10 years later.
10 years later.
So I bet he got the money back.
he got some gold.
He got the money back and he was able to afford this house. This one over here is 1871.
Yeah.
So maybe he got that money back too. They lost $4,300. I wonder what it cost to build this house back then. What do you think?
I can tell you that I found the build-out sheet for the library unit with Australian lacewood that came around the Cape. $750 was the build-out on that entire room, which would be 1.5 today.
Oh my goodness, that's called inflation.
Yeah, serious inflation. Hello.
Yeah, I thought the Treasury's not supposed to let that happen.
One more tidbit on he hired Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday.
Really?
They've been to this building, it's documented. They were employees of Wells Fargo because the Clantons were ripping off the stagecoaches, the Wells Fargo stagecoaches.
Whoa.
So this guy hired them and they became good friends.
That is so cool. So there you go, some serious history here. We're gonna leave you with this last robbery, and if you can find out who did it, and you can get these guys, you have to get the gold bars are numbered. So if you bring in gold bars that are different, we're not going to pay you the money. There's probably some inflation involved with these numbers here, but certainly we will give you something if you bring the gold back to us. All right.
I like it.
Let's give Michael a call. How do we get a hold of you?
You can call me on my phone.
Oh, maybe it's too late. Someone's already calling.
Someone else has me.
That's too bad.
It's 510-393-6474.
All right. So there you go. Now we're pimping units all over town. Woo!